first down, gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
20. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have it first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and it was...
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. He's picked off at his own 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
To the running back.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Running back. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys are getting along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Sanders, the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
And down he'll go at the 25.
84.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 36, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start with the option, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it's going to be 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Try and pick it up with a counter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal. Love it.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check.
Looking deep for Adams. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 28.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts,
A gain of 20.
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
He's taken
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Here's the option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
40-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Second and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll run with Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Buffalo.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Flip one out here to his running back. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. Back now here on EA Sports.
13.
And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now 3rd and 5.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third down, Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 40-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
The kick is
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Bills 21, Jets 16.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Bills 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's second and
now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. Into the secondary again. And finally marked down at the 23. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First down, Buffalo.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. But no gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Is a turnover on down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jets, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.